Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our previous class, we have been discussed about the events of sexual reproduction. In that first pre-fertilization event we are discussing. In that gametogenesis we have been finished. Gametogenesis is nothing but the process of formation of a haploid gamete within the sex organ or gonad is called as gametogenesis. That means formation of gamete is finished. Next, let us go to the gamete transfer. Gamete transfer means the male gametes are transferred towards the female gametes to achieve fertilization. That means what it means, male, if the fertilization want to take place means there should be a transfer of male gametes towards the female gamete, because here male gamete will be motile in condition, female gamete it will be in a non-motile in condition. So that's why male gamete had to transfer towards the female gamete. For what purpose means? For the fertilization. These male gametes, if they want to move towards the female gametes means it will move in various ways in different organism. So what they are telling means, if the male gametes, this male gametes move towards female gametes in different ways, in various ways in different organism, So male gamete they have to reach towards the female gamete. Male gamete it is moving towards the female gamete. That process only called that as a gamete transfer. If the male gamete it is moving towards the female gamete, it will with that ways will be varies and different organisms. That ways will be varies in different organisms. Let us know which are the ways where the male gametes it will shows the movement towards the female gamete. So example, let us take here. First of all, in some algae. In some algae and fungi, both the gametes what it will be? Both the gametes are motile. Motile means what here? Movable. Both the gametes are motile in condition. So male will also be motile in condition. Female also will be motile in condition. So that's why automatically they will show the movement and it will attract to each other. They will be motile and attract to each other. So attract to each other. In this form, the one of the organism there shows the gamete transfer. So in some organisms like algae and fungi. So in algae and fungi, how the male and female gamete there shows the male gamete transfer. They show the gamete transfer means so they are both they will be motile. Female also having the motility. Male will also be having the motility. With the help of their movement, automatically they will get attracted to each other and fertilization it will be held in some organism, not in all the organism. Whereas if you come to the another few organisms like if you come to another few organisms like bryophytes, and pteridophytes. Bryophytes and pteridophytes excel is non-motile. In this condition, excel it is in non-motile in condition, and where it will be present means it will be present inside the archegonium. Archegonium means what? Archegonium it is a female sex organ. Archegonium means what here? Archegonium is a female sex organ. It is a sex organ of female, or else even we are calling it as a gonads we are calling. So in some organisms like bryophytes and pteridophytes, egg cell it will be non-motile in condition, and this egg where it will be present means it will be present inside this archegonium. Whereas if you come to the male here means male gamete it will be in motile in condition. Male gamete it will be in motile in condition. Due to that, male it will shows the movement towards the female. How it will shows the movement means male it will shows the movement with the help of water. with the help of the water. through the water medium, male it will moves towards the female gamete and it will reaches to the archegonium, and inside this archegonium egg cells it will be present. It will go and fuse with this egg cell. In this case, this type of fertilization, gamete transfer, it will take place and fertilization it will be held. But in first case here, both the gametes they will be in the motile condition, so automatically with the help of the water medium easily they will move to or they will get attracted each other in the water medium and fertilization it will be take place. But in case of here bryophytes and pteridophytes, female it will be in a non-motile condition. It will be present inside the sex organ called archegonium. Who will come here? Male gamete it will shows the motility and it will transfer towards the female. It will reaches to the archegonium with the and reaches refuse with the egg cell. And how it will get transferred towards the archegonium means with the help of the water medium. In the water medium it will shows the movement and it will reaches in this form. In few organisms it will be take place. Whereas if it comes to the other few type of organism, in some organisms like in flowering plants, in flowering plants, the plants which will produce as the flower. In this case, female gametes will born inside the ovary. In this case, what happen? Female gamete, where it will be born? Female gamete will born inside the ovaries, where male gametes are produced inside the pollen grains. Male gametes where it will be produced? Male gametes it will be born inside the pollen grains, and they will get transferred. These pollen grains are transferred. Male gametes it will be transferred. Here also who will transfer? Male it will be transferred to the female. Male it will be transferred towards the female. In this case also male it is showing the movement and it will reaches towards the female gamete here. Now here male gamete how it will be reaches means it will reaches with the help of the process called it as a pollination. Here male gamete, male how it will be showing the movement here means which contains the pollen grains, where with pollen grains it will get a transfer with the help of process called it as a pollination. Already in your previous classes, lower classes also you have been studied here. What is the meaning of pollination? Pollination means transfer of pollen grains to the stigma of the flower. Pollination means what here? Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination. So it's called as pollination. And who are the agents here means for this pollination? Means for this pollination wind, water, insects, birds and other animals. So these are all are the agents here. What you call for the all these things means we are calling it as a agents. Through these agents, what happen means transfer of pollen grains it will be take place from anther. From where means from anther of and to the stigma of the flower. So it's a stigma of the flower, and that process we are calling it as a pollination. Wind, water, insect, birds and other animals they will help for the pollination. Pollination definition wants transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower. Flower is called as pollination. And who are the agents? These are all of the agents which will helps to transfer the pollen grains. So in flowering plants, female gamete it will be in a non-motile condition. Here also the male gamete it will be in a motile condition. Like in bryophytes and pteridophytes, who are the motile and who are the non-motile? Egg it is in a non-motile condition. Male gamete it is in a motile condition. Same manner here female gamete it is in a non-motile condition. Male gamete it is in a motile condition. Male gametes it will be present in this pollen grains, and egg where it will be present female gamete it will be present inside the ovary. is below the stigma. So that is nothing but carpel. So inside the carpel, a balloon-like structure will present. That is we are going to say ovary. Inside that ovary, the egg it will be present. And how this pollen grains it will get transformed is through the pollination process. So who are the agents which will help to fall these pollen grains on the stigma of the flower? Means through the wind, through the water, through the insect, through the birds, and through the other animals. These are all of the agents, and this is the definition for the pollination. Next, let us see here. Pollination is two types here. One is self-pollination, another one is a cross-pollination. So first let us discuss about the self-pollination. So what is the meaning of self-pollination? Is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the same flower is called as self-pollination, or else even we are calling it as a autogamy. So what is the meaning of self-pollination? Is transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the same flower. So here what they are showing here, same flower, it is important. So like here, so example, transfer of pollen grains, like here, suppose this is a flower. Which type of flower? This is a bisexual flower. So in bisexual flower, so male female part is also present, male part is also present. This is the female part, this is the male part. So this is female and this is male part. This is male part. So transfer of pollen grains will transfer from this to the from anther or to the stigma of the flower on the same flower. So this is in the same flower only, both male and female will be present. If the pollen grains, if we transfer from anther to stigma of the same flower, means this is a step of pollination, we are calling it as a self-pollination. So in self-pollination it will be held only in the bisexual flowers. So bisexual flowers to whom we are calling, in a single flower both male and female part if it is present, means then this that condition we are calling it as a bisexual. Now this is a bisexual flower where it contains a female part, also it contains a male part. Now pollen grains are falling from anther to the stigma of the flower. So such type of pollination we are calling it as a self-pollination. Whereas if you come to the cross-pollination, another second type is cross-pollination. So cross-pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the another flower. So here what they are mentioning, another flower. So in self-pollination, same flower they have been mentioned. So this another and same flower only will gives the meaning for the self and cross-pollination. So another flower is called as cross-pollination. Assume that here this is one plant and this is one plant. So both are same species only, but this is one plant flower, this is one plant flower. So in this plant it is producing the female flowers. This plant it is producing the male flower it is producing. Say this is the female flower, this is the male flower. So which type of flowers they are? These are the unisexual flowers they are present. So which type of flowers they are? They are the unisexual. Unisexual means in a single body only one type of sex it is present. Either it may be a female or either it may be a male. Now pollen grains if we transfer from anther of this flower to the stigma of this flower, means then this type of pollination we are calling it as a cross pollination. This type of pollination what we are calling cross pollination. Here pollen grains it is transferring from in this flower, within this flower only. Here also pollen grains it is falling from pollen grains to the stigma. Here also pollen grains it is transferring from anther to the stigma. But what is the difference means? So here from another flower, this is one flower, this is one flower, it is transferring from this flower to this flower. Here in the same flower. So such type of pollination we are calling as a cross pollination. And cross pollination it may be held either in unisexual flowers or bisexual flowers. Now I have drawn here the unisexual. Suppose this flower it may be a bisexual flower it may present. Now in this flower the male part is also present. Here also it may contain the female part it may be present. Now these are the bisexual flower. It may be bisexual flower also. If the anther if it falls on the stigma of this flower means then this pollination is also what we are calling cross pollination. So like that pollination it is two types. One is the self pollination, another one is the cross pollination. So in this manner gametes will be transferred in the flowering plants. In this type what happen? So gametes will be transferred in the flowering plant, either self pollination or cross pollination with the help of the agents what you means water, wind, insects, etc. just now as I said you here. Next after pollination what happen here means so the stigma will be fall on the after pollination. So the pollen grains it will falls on the stigma. So this is a carpel, this is the female part, call it as a carpel or pistil. So when the pollen grains it will fall on this stigma, So that time what happen, compatibility it will be taken place. The stigma and the pollen grains, they will judge themselves here whether this pollen grains it will belongs to the same flower or another flower. If they belongs to the same species means, then that time this pollen grain it will start for germinating and it will start for producing the pollen tube. So this is the pollen grain where it has start after germination. So what happens means is that the pollen tube it is growing, and in this pollen tube the two male gametes it will get shed off, and this pollen two male gametes it will reaches towards the egg. So this is the ovary part. So they have completely, this is we are called as a carpel. This is stigma, style and ovary. Inside this ovary who will be present, egg will be present. So this is the egg, this is which is the female gamete. So as soon as the compatibility it will be completed, the pollen grains it will start for rising the pollen tube, and that pollen tube contains the two male gametes, and they'll go and fuse with the egg, and fertilization it will be taken place. Even this diagram they mentioned in your textbook also. So this one you can see this one. So what these are means, these are all are the pollen grains which has fallen on the stigma. So as soon as they fall here, the pollen tube it has been started for arising. See, after the germination, the pollen tubes it has been start for arising. So these are all are nothing but your pollen tube, which has been, even the diagram they have been given in your textbook. Next one. So in this manner, so in the plant, in the flowering plant, what happen here means transfer of male gametes towards the female it will be taken place in the female gametes through the pollination. Either it may be self pollination or either it may be cross pollination. The pollen grains it will be shed on the stigma, and the pollen tube it will be arises. With that pollen tube it contains the two male gametes, and that two male gametes it will reaches to the egg, and later what happen, the fertilization it will be taken place. Even in your, you have been discussed in your first year also here. So double fertilization it will be held. So first male gamete it will go and fuse with the egg, and it will be converted into the zygote, and second male gamete it will go and fuse with the secondary nucleus. It will form say primary endosperm nucleus. So even you will be discuss these things in your second lesson also. So up to here the transfer it is over in the plant. Next, if you come to the animals, in animals like invertebrates, what they do means they liberate the sperm, and that sperm it will reaches towards the egg with the help of the water. So by swimming method. So in invertebrates what happen, the sperm will reaches towards the egg by random swimming in the water. So with the help of the water medium only, the transfer of male gametes it will be taken place. Water is the medium. With the help of this, the male gametes it will show the swimming, and with the help of this swimming, the sperm it will be reaches towards the egg. So invertebrates it will be held in this manner. Transfer of male gamete it will be towards the female gamete it will be taken place. Next, if you come in the vertebrates means fertilization is internal. In vertebrates means those are having the backbones. In such organism, fertilization it will be internal. Internal means inside the body. So but in this case the fertilization it is external, outside the body. That means where it will be held means it will be held in the water. So but here in this case here in the vertebrates, fertilization it will be take place in the inside the body. So that's why we are mentioning it as the internal. So in this case what happened is gametes are first introduced into the genital tract here. The male organism it will enter the male gamete, it will discharge the gamete. The male organism now it will discharge the gamete, that is nothing but sperm. Where it will discharge means it will be discharged in the genital tract. So genital tract of the whose body? Genital tract of the female body by copulation. By copulation means mating. Copulation meaning what here? Mating. Male and female they'll fuse to each other, and the male it will discharge the sperm into the female body through the genital tract. So later genital tract what it contains? So in the genital tract the sperm it will be reaches towards the egg. How the sperm will reaches towards the egg means by the beating of action of cilia lining the genital tract as well as muscular contraction of wall of the genital tract. So genital tract it is made up of cells which contains the cilia. So genital tract it contains the cells. Which type of cells? Ciliary cells it is present. Genital tract completely it is lined by the ciliary lining cells, the cells which contains the cilia. So with the movement of this cilia or with the help of this cilia, it will pushes the sperm and it may reaches towards the what means it may reaches towards the egg. Along with that even the sperm they also having the what means it contains the flagella. With the help of that easily they will show the movement and they will reach us towards the egg, and fertilization it will be take place in this manner in different organism. So what happen means gamete transfer it will be taken place in animal in this manner. In plants means just now as I said you here, first learn as a study in algae and fungi how the gamete transfer means both the female gamete they will be having the flagellus will be present, they will be motile in condition. With the help of that easily in the water medium they will get attracted and they will undergo the fertilization process. Whereas in case of pteridophytes, all these cases, bryophytes, all these cases, male will be in motile in condition, female will be in a non-motile in condition. In such cases what happen here is, in such cases the male gamete in the water it will go on, say it will in male gamete it will swims in the water and it will reaches towards the female sex organ, that is we are going to say archegonium, and inside that what it contains eggs it will be contained and fertilization it will be held. Whereas in case of flowering plants what it contains, it produces the flower, inside that flower it contains the male and female part. So the flowers either it may be a unisexual or either it may be a bisexual, but through the pollination what happens means male gamete it will be transferred to the female gamete. So through the pollination the pollen grains it will transfer to the stigma of the flower. So this pollination equals two types, self pollination and cross pollination. If male and female gamete, so this is the male gamete, so this is the male part, this one we are going to say anther and stigma, this one we are going to say anther and this one we are going to say filament, anther and filament. So which in this anther what it contains? It contains the pollen grains. If in the single flower both this part it is present and the anther pollen grains it will get transferred to the stigma, means then we are going to say self pollination, and cross pollination means transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the another flower, means we are going to say cross pollination. Later pollen grains it will be fall on the stigma. What happen here means germinating it will be start here, it will be start for raising the pollen tube and finally it will reach us towards the egg. Invertebrates in this manner. So here we completed the gamete transfer. Next type of events is what means fertilization. Next type of event what it is? Next type of event is fertilization event. Next let us discuss the next type of event, that is fertilization event. So fertilization means what here? The process of fission of haploid male gametes with the haploid female gametes to produce the diploid zygote is called as fertilization. So what is the meaning of fertilization means? It is a process where fission of male and female gamete leads to the formation of a zygote. So male gamete will be in a haploid in condition and female gamete will also be in a haploid in condition. When male and female gamete, this is male gamete is sperm, female gamete is egg, and both they will be in a haploid in condition. This is also haploid, this is also haploid. When male and female, what happen here means fuse together. Male and female, when they fuse together, they'll convert into what here? They'll convert into the zygote. What type of zygote here? Diploid zygote, 2n. This n plus this n is equals to 2n. So this condition we are going to say diploid zygote. So this process we are going to say fertilization, or even we are going to say syngamy also we are calling. So both are different terms which is giving the same meaning. In your exam they may be ask you define syngamy means this answer only, define fertilization also this answer. Next this fertilization, it is two types here. Which are those means? One is the internal fertilization, another one is the external fertilization. So let us discuss one by one. First let us go for the external fertilization. So external means what? Outside. So in the name itself it will show what is the meaning. You come to here came to know that what is the meaning of fertilization. Now fertilization, where it is taking place? It is taking place outside. So that's why we are calling it as the external fertilization. So the fission of haploid male and female gametes take place outside the female body. So what here means fission of a male and female gamete it is taking place where means outside the female body. So such type of fertilization we are calling it as a external fertilization. So external means where means in the water medium, especially fertilization where it will be taken place means it will held in the water. Water is a medium where freely the male gamete it can reaches towards the female, and in that place only the fertilization also it will be take place. So fission of haploid male and female gamete and female gamete and female gamete take place outside the female body in the external medium is called external fertilization. Now in this case here, male do not have any copulatory organ. In this case what happened is male do not have copulatory organ. So copulatory organ is a organ where it will helps to discharge the male gametes into the female gametes. But here male they are directly discharging this into the water medium. So in this during the organisms which are going for external fertilization in their body, they doesn't have such type of organ. So copulatory organ is absent. So they doesn't have any copulatory organ. So that's why such type of organism they will not go for the mating also or copulation. So that's why mating process is absent. So in the organisms which those are going for external fertilization in such male body, they doesn't have any copulatory organ also, and they will not go for mating purpose also. Mating process also they will not be held. Mating or copulation, male and female they will not fuse to each other. So they are in the external fertilization. Which are the organisms they are performing this role means, so aquatic aquatic invertebrates. Examples are aquatic invertebrates, bony fishes and amphibians. Many amphibians they are undergoing this process. So these are all are the animals: aquatic invertebrates, bony fishes, amphibians. So these are the organisms where they are performing the external fertilization, where male and female unisexual animals, male will be separate, female will be separate, but male will discharge their gametes in the water and female will discharge their gametes in the water. In the water itself, the male it will move towards the female and fertilization it will be taken place. So that type of fertilization we are calling it as a external fertilization. Next after that, so what it will comes here, internal fertilization it will comes. So next internal fertilization means that it will shows here. Internal means what here? Inside. Internal means what here? Inside. So fertilization it will take place inside the body of the female is called as internal fertilization. So fission of haploid male and female gamete take place inside the female body. Inside the female body means from which part? Within the female genital tract here is called as internal fertilization. So female genital tract it will be present, reproductive tract it will be present, where the male it will discharge their sperm into the female body. So such type of fertilization we are calling as a internal, where the sperm it will reaches towards the egg inside the female body and fertilization it will be held in the inside the female body. Such type of fertilization we are calling it as a internal. So that's why here in fertilization where it will take place inside the female body. In the external condition outside the female body. Definition for internal and the external both it will be same only, but difference what it will come, that outside the female body, here inside the female body. Inside and outside it shows the difference. Now where it will discharge means genital tract. As I said here, genital tract will be present in the female body. In the genital tract the male will discharge the sperm. And how they will discharge that sperm means with the help of this copulatory organ. Male they having the copulatory organ. So male the organisms which are going for internal fertilization in the male body, they will be having the one organ, one part it will be present. With that part they will discharge the, what happen here means they will discharge the sperm into the female body. So that part we are calling it as a copulatory organ we are calling. Suppose example here, if the doctors they want to inject the medicines into your body means which part they are using certain substance, which is that substance means injection. They'll take the medicines in that injection and with the help of that injection they'll inject the medicines into our body. Now which is the copulatory organ? Injection is the copulatory organ. In the same manner in the male body also they will be having the copulatory organ. With the help of that copulatory organ the sperm they discharge the male they discharge the sperm into the female genital tract here. So and that's why here the mating is also present. So that's why what it contains here, it contains the mating. Mating is present, but in external fertilization mating is absent because there is no copulatory organ means there is no mating. But here copulatory organ is also present, mating is also present. Example for this is, so in cartilaginous fishes, reptiles, birds and mammals. In mammals, we human beings also we are going for which fertilization means internal fertilization. Male body they having the copulatory organ. With that copulatory organ they discharge the sperm into the female genital tract here and later the fertilization it will be held in the female body. So this is the second type of event which will be held in the events of sexual reproduction. Next, difference between the external fertilization and internal fertilization we'll discuss in your next class.